My brother first showed me Red Dead Redemption a long time ago, and I played it and I loved it. He bought it. My brother David Briley has been one of the biggest, a large inspiration into my life as well. Or I was an inspiration to his life. I don't know exactly which, but basically I loved him very much. He would be right there. Picture of him. That's my grandfather over there. My grandfather and my brother, which died of cancer. Someone I love very dearly. Like I said, my name, they changed my birth name to Brian. Although, like I told them when I was a young child, I said I'm Lucifer Star. What are you talking about? Or Lucifer anyway. But they wanted me to spell my name with a C, and I spell my name with an S. I'm sorry, I refuse to spell my name with a C. Because it's SS, Lucifer Star. So not CS or anything like that. Anyway, I don't know. I just double S's. So anyway, it's just the way I've always been. So anyway, basically, the first game that was ever manufactured was actually like a flight simulator. And it was just basically two lines on a screen, and you would fly it, and it had some other lines at the base. That was the first game we ever had manufactured. The first game we ever got was basically a flight simulator that had basically like two dials over here, one for altitude, one for airspeed, and basically you could take off your two little line. You know, your aircraft was represented by two little lines, and you go, and it'd have like a field, like just square lines. I mean, just straight lines going across, and you go, it's just two lines flying through the air, and you'd have your little airspeed indicated right here and other things. And the ground was represented by basically flat lines on a deck, just basically flat lines going across, and some other lines going down, two little lines going down on the side, and basically that would represent the ground. And you have two little lines. That was the first game, or the first game simulator game we ever produced, I believe. And it wasn't much to look at, but I mean, I was like, well, it's a start. I still liked it. I thought it was cool. Anyway, and nobody liked it, and it really sucked. But I mean, it was basic. It was very basic. Written in BASIC too, by the way. But basically, it was just two little lines, and anyway. But it was a start, and it was the first game that ever came out. It was the first simulator that ever came out, basically for the PC or whatever, I believe. Next to maybe Pac-Man and Donkey Kong and other stuff like that. But that all came later. It all came way later. But anyway, though, that was the first thing that they ever did, basically, for me, or basically that we had done, basically, because I wanted a flight simulator. And because I'm flight, I have aircraft and stuff like that. So anyway, so they did that, and then, games would slowly progress to like things like Pac-Man and other stuff, and arcade games. And while people couldn't really afford it, I was like, well, I mean, we'll do this, and then they'll pay by the quarter or whatever, and we'll slowly get our money back that way. And it turned out that you make lots more money by putting in quarters and stuff like that, and they made a pretty good amount of money. But I think the first games were only like a penny or like 5 cents or something, a reasonable price, because a quarter is a lot of money, really. And you make a lot of money from quarters. Anyway, though, that more than paid for the machines as well as the game time. And of course, that money was Lucifer Stars, me. Because, I wanted the first computers to be done. But of course, it was stolen by somebody. But oh well. And of course, also getting the machines to recognize the difference between quarters and basically round washers. Anyway, though. So, but that also, we also had gambling machines too. And stuff like that. But anyway, though, whatever. It's a long time ago. So, anyway, and we're a long time since then, but I mean, I'm Lucifer Star of the LS, Titanic, White Star Lines, the LSF-8 colony ship, and basically 800 galaxies and 12 different types of life. So, anyway, whatever I wanted would be done, and basically was done, as I am very, 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 very wealthy. even though basically Abraham Lincoln wanted to adopt me and basically take over my empire or take over my country by saying that he adopted me and therefore and after I would die he would carry on into his son's place, whatever. But it's like it doesn't work like that, dude. Anyway, and China came in and basically pretty much killed him, and then found where I died or what happened to me, and then rescued me somehow. Anyway, but like I say, I have 12 types of life forms that would call me basically their creator, as I am the Lucifer star of 800 galaxies and 100 trillion years old, technically. So, anyway, whatever. Now I'm Brian, and now Rodney's doing same different thing, same thing, different day. You know, basically Rodney saying, "Oh, my son's confused," blah, 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 blah. You know, just flapping his lips. You know, basically while there's this great big empire and ships and all kinds of stuff and other planets out there, and also other kind of types of life like my exoskeletons and my 1.5s out there wondering where I am and what's going on with me. So, anyway, and stuff like that. So. Anyway, yeah, it's unfortunate that so many people would basically do this to me, but, you know, I mean, by now I'm pretty much used to basically someone coming along and pretty much claiming to be my father, claiming to be someone, and pretty much, meanwhile, trying to have me killed or waiting for me to die so they can take over and spend my money or spend my money without me being around or knowing about it, blah, 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 blah. Or just get access to the massive amounts of drugs and cocaine and methamphetamine, as well as ecstasy that basically are being manufactured at my different chemical plants around the world. So, different day, same different thing, basically. Whether it's gold or guns or whatever, somebody always wanted a piece of me and basically wanted to pretty much stop me down and kill me. So, you know, I'm pretty much used to it. So, anyway. Meanwhile, Rodney and Rosalie would be like, he's crazy, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, there's a car named after Rosalie, and there's also a ship named after Rosalie, my supposed mom, as well as there's also the Rodney battleship, which there were 3 named, and later on they called them the Nelsons, anyway. So whatever. Because I realized that naming a ship or naming stuff after your parents or someone that you know or care about or thought you cared about is a mistake, because they're just going to turn around and call you crazy or sell it out from under you or do something else horrible or something. So anyway, oh well. Anyway, but there were 3 or 4 ships named Rodney, which was a mistake on my part. And also a car named the Rose or Rosalie. And there's also a ship, a galleon named the Rosalie, or Rose, after my mom. So, anyway, yeah. So, yeah, that's how those things got named, those things, as I thought they were special. And there's also Rosella, after my sister. Like I said, I love my sister. I adored my sister. She was a wonderful, wonderful, great person. She was originally my secretary. And also her 2 daughters, and also my 2 sisters, which are dead or gone or missing. Like I said, I had 2 sisters when I was younger, and they were erased from time and space or something like that, or something bad happened to them. And I miss them and love them, and care a great deal about them. So, as I also care about Karen, and stuff like that. My darling Karen Loken, which is another girl I've picked up and found to love. Anyway. Yeah, so anyway, a lot of people were jealous of Lucifer Star, me. So anyway, and Rodney and Rosalie would not let me keep or have my name of Lucifer Star, or Lucifer anyway, as they discouraged me and made sure that my birth certificate would say Brian Briley on it and not Lucifer Star, my real name.